felt the killing of fingertips, and it burned like fire. This burning desire. I have spoke with the tongue of angels. I have felt the hand of the devil. It was warm in the night. I was cold like a stone. Yeah, but I still haven't done what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. You know what? Clap your hands and let's dance. Let's take this in the church. I believe the kingdom come. All the colors bleed into one. Glory to the Lord. Yes, that's the way. You broke the bond and you loosed the chains. Carrying the cross of the last day, but I still haven't found. Haven't found, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I'm waking up, dashing dust to wipe my brow and sweat my rust. Breathing in the chemicals. Oh, I'm breaking in, shaping up, checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I raise my flags, don my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. Painted red to fit right in. Whoa. I'm breaking in, shaping up, and checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Kaiser Got Funny. Please welcome to the stage your host, Anubi.
Stab Comedy Theater, make some noise for yourselves. Yeah, welcome. This is Kaiser Got Funny. You'll see either people who work at Kaiser or they are patients at Kaiser. So you'll hear jokes from workplace, humor, and life in general. My name is Anu. I'll be your host. My name is spelled A-N-U. Incredibly grateful my parents decided not to add an S at the end. Although I would have had a lot more Instagram followers if they had. Yeah. Somebody recently asked me, tell me a couple things about yourself. And I was like, well, I'm from Yuba City and I have stage 4 cancer. Yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. You're from Yuba City? I grew up watching a lot of... I know, that's terrible, right? I grew up watching a lot of Bollywood movies. You guys know Bollywood movies? Yeah, a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, a lot of people getting slapped by their parents for dating poor people. The other day, me and my mom, we were watching this Bollywood movie, and she's looking at the actor, and she tells me, like, oh, he was such a handsome, good boy for you. You and him could have gotten married. Like, all disappointed in me for no reason. I was like, whatever, Mom, I couldn't. He's a huge star. And I wouldn't want to, because this actor is notoriously a man whore. And Mom took the term man whore literally. She's like, what, a man whore? Why does he need to do that kind of job? It's like, not literally like that, Mom. I mean, he just likes sleeping around with women. And she goes, ew, what, free? I know. And then she goes, wait, but how many women is a lot of women? I go, literally thousands, Mom. And then she goes, see, I knew you had a chance with him.
Sorry.
Mom's hella funny. But me and my mom, we were the ultimate Bollywood movie fans. Like, we still are, but like me growing up here in America, I used to even write letters to Bollywood actors when I was little. Like actors like Shah Rukh Khan. If you look up Shah Rukh Khan, he's like the Tom Cruise of India, except he's way taller. He's 5'3", and my mom is my best friend though. She's the best because she puts up with my raging alcoholic father. Yeah, and she prays day and night that he will stop drinking. And finally, her prayers were answered because he fell down the stairs and died. Yeah. And I was like, dang, Mom, how hard did you pray? I guess the lesson here is she should have been more specific as to which type of 12-step program she wanted him to take. Don't worry, I am breaking generational trauma. Not by stopping drinking, but never being able to afford a house with stairs. So my friends are like, oh my God, are you okay? Your dad? I'm like, it's okay. I was never that close with him. Like, most memories with him were painful, but ironically, some of the good memories were of him telling his drunken nonsense jokes. So if anything in my set bombs tonight, just know I did it to honor my father. But yeah, I work at the pharmacy. Say yes to drugs. Yeah. Stay medicated, right? I have to deal with a lot of rude people at the pharmacy on a daily basis. I was trying to help this man, and he just started screaming at me. And then he goes, you heard me, you Arabic bitch. I know. Oh my God. I was like, thank you. How great was my eye makeup that he thought I was Arabic? I mean, they're some of the most beautiful women on the planet, right? I'm like, sir, you might as well have said, you heard me, my goddess queen. Then I pretended his Prozac wasn't ready yet, so he can keep the compliments coming. I have arthritis. Thank you. Arthritis is something cool to have, right? So if I tell a guy I have arthritis, he's usually like, oh, it's cool. I'm into older women. Gee, thanks, guy. Like, should I have said, like, oh, cool, like, let's skip dinner and go straight to bingo night? I go to my doctor, I'm like, what's going on? A little too young to be having this old personal problem, right? He's like, relax, not like you're getting older. This could happen at any age. He goes, what you have is the best of the worst. And I'm like, best of the worst? Is that like being the best actor in that movie Sharknado? Then a couple weeks go by and he calls me up. He's like, Anu, guess what? Your arthritis is not such a big deal anymore because you got breast cancer. I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, don't worry. You're going to come in. We're going to do surgery. We're going to get rid of that cancerous boob. I'm like, cancerous boob? How'd you know that's a nickname of my ex-boyfriend? He's like, we're going to sedate you. We're going to get rid of that cancerous boob. While you're sleeping, we're going to get rid of the other one too, if you want it. Like, get rid of the other one too? this one is the best of the worst. So 2 surgeries later, the cancer, decided to spread to my spine. I'm like, great, now I have to do treatments and get all these medications. Now I can't decide what's worse, side effects or finding a parking at the hospital, But in midst of all this, my work decided to cancel my health insurance, because I hadn't worked enough hours because I was recovering. Come on, guys. But luckily that got resolved quickly, because of the whole Luigi Mangione thing. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. But it's been a wild ride. Like, if I could trade it in for anything, I would, Like, I'd rather be dating like an abusive guy, because that way, the pain would be more consistent, and I won't need a second opinion every 2 weeks. I did comedy at this cabaret show recently, and I told my mom about it, and my mom is like, cabaret show? And she's like, don't start taking your clothes off or dancing with my mom, she has an Indian accent, by the way. I'm like, Mom, if I took my clothes off, that would be the joke, I'm trying to make them laugh, not like, audition for Magic Mike, come on. But, my mom's hearing is going out in 1 ear. She can't really hear well. Like, I keep telling her to go to see a doctor. She's in denial. And, like, I asked her, I'm like, the other day she came back from the grocery store. I'm like, did you play the lottery? She's like, yeah, I got you your broccoli. I'm like, well, I don't think she heard me, but she still kind of got it right. But yeah, I did start wearing reading glasses. I joined the Reading Glasses Club recently. Yay, thank you. Thanks to my cancer medication side effect, yeah. But when I was younger, I used to wear clear glasses anyway, like, just to look mysterious and intellectual. But now that I have to wear them, I don't feel mysterious or intellectual. Like, I just freaking look lost. Oh my God, like, I was like seeing this guy, and like he was kind of dumb, and I told him, like, okay, finally told him it's not working, and he's like, oh, did you try putting your glasses on? Well, great, now all I have to do is just lose my hearing, and I'll be just like my mom. It's so weird, like people will be like, here, could you sign this contract? I'm like, yeah, let me just put my glasses on, like get my focus. Oh yeah, that's real hot, Oh my gosh, I recently caught myself drooling in my sleep the other day. Does that ever happen to anybody? Don't lie. I caught myself drooling, and I was like, oh great. It's like, just your brain decides to like embarrass you in the most intimate way. Like, hey, guess what? Your life is already a mess. Let's just add this layer of grossness to it, right? Like, yeah. I hate borrowing money from people, because then it feels like I owe them something, Like, if you picked up the bill and like you told me, oh, you'd pay me later. Like, I'm gonna send you more than half, Like, oh, I owe you $10. Well, here's 20. Now you owe me money. I feel better. Anyway, can I borrow $10? I used to have this huge crush on this guy who goes to the same church as me. He's a church pastor, and he's like tall. He's tall. He's like 50, and I have daddy issues. And I said something to him, and it didn't go well. Like I told him, like, oh, he has a nice beard that makes me feel some type of way. Like I miss my dad. Like, then I was imagining, like, oh, what if him and me were to date, right? Like, that's a funny relationship. Like, him, pastor, me, a comedian. Like, he'd be saying things at church, and I'd be going to clubs at night making fun of it. Like, and the people got stoned to death. And I'm like, holy shit, that sounds like my high school friends. Write that down. That's a great joke. I'll be like, the whole relationship would be like me telling him, oh, that was funny what you said today. And he'd be like, funny? Like, I was just trying to make everybody feel loved. Like, he'd be saying stuff like, that Abraham, like, or God told Abraham to give himself circumcision. I was like, what the hell? Wasn't Abraham like 100 years old? How did he do that? Like, did he use a steak knife? Because they didn't have like scalpels back then, right? Or it was just like a palsy shake he was doing, like, I can do this, I can do this. That wouldn't be very accurate surgery, right? Like, I'll ask him, like, Matthew 6:5, and when you pray, don't be like those hypocrites, who stand in the synagogues or, like, on the street corners for the men to see. What does that mean? Like, I'll ask him, right? And he'll be like, where did you read that? Who's Matthew? I'm like, Matthew 6:5, dude, it's right in the Bible. Come on. Yeah, that'll be a funny relationship. Yeah. Did you guys know that in Japan you can hire a handsome man who'll like watch sad movies with you and then he will wipe your tears? Let's go to Japan, guys. No. It's like the Japanese, they are so clever, right? They found like this funny thing, like Netflix and chill, like put a twist on it, like what are they gonna call this? Foreplay? I could just imagine, like, what if I went to Japan and ordered one of these guys, like, like, who'll come in, like, what would he say? Like, oh, girl, well, I see you're crying over there. Like, why are you crying, huh? And I got you Puffs Plus, here, have, that's Kleenex. Or, like, one guy will be just like my ex, like, God, you're crying again. It's just cancer. Come on. But yeah, no, me and my ex, we weren't compatible. I'm a Taurus, and he was a hooker. A hooker. Yeah, when it comes to relationships, I got cheated on. And that sucks because now I gotta start all over again, like a video game back to level 1, like a Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Now that I think about it, my relationship was like Mario. Like all my best plans went down the tube pipes, I kept playing with that disgusting mushroom for nothing. Like special occasions would come around. He should have been like, wahoo, let's go. Right? But instead, it was like, no. Babe, I gotta work on Valentine's Day. No. Let's celebrate the day before, yeah? No. That's so suspicious, right? No. Especially since you didn't even have a job. So yeah, that's why now I do not waste any more time when I'm in a relationship, because now I believe after 6 months time has gone by, like I want the guy that I'm dating, I want him to step it up, do something really meaningful for me, like kill himself, because that's my 12-step program. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me, but thank you very much. That's my set. We have a lineup of really funny comedians for you. So this next guy who's coming up, great friend of mine. He's really funny. When you look at him, you could tell that he looks like he shops at Salvation Army. His last name is really hard to pronounce, and he wants people to change it. So he says my last name should be Pizza. So please welcome to the stage, Chris Pizza.
Thank you. My name is not Chris Pizza. It's I won't say what it is. I don't want if this goes well, I don't want you to be able to look me up later. Just forget about it. I can't believe this, but I am actually a former smoker. Like I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, and I absolutely loved it, but I quit because it kills you, as you know. But I miss it so much that like I over romanticize it. To the point now where if I see people smoking now, I almost get like starstruck. Like if I see people step out of a bar to have a cigarette, I feel like I want to say like, hey, can I get a picture with you guys? Like I'm not kidding. Honestly, if I had a barbershop, all the pictures on the wall would just be me posing with random smokers. They'd be like, who are these guys? These are just some great Americans who never gave up on their dreams. Actually, when I fly now, I feel like I kind of want to bring a pack of cigarettes with me, just in case, like, the plane starts to go down and the captain's like, ladies and gentlemen, we're going down. Smoke them if you got them. I just quit biting my nails, and I went to go get a manicure for the first time because I wanted to, like, start fresh. And I noticed, like, the manicurist, everything I would tell her, she would say, oh, you're very good. Like, I'd be like, I'm here getting a manicure because I quit biting my nails. She goes, oh, that's very hard how you do that. You're very good. Be like, oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, I quit smoking, so maybe I'm good at quitting stuff cold turkey. She goes, oh, you're very good. I feel like I could tell her anything. She'd be like, you're very good. Like, remember all those forest fires years ago? I was the one who set those, and they never found out it was me. And they're like, oh, you're very good. I quit having relationships so I could like work on writing. But like, I have 3 brothers now, and like, all of them are married except me. But the only time I really think about it is like around Christmas time. They send out cards with pictures of them and all of their families. Like, they'll say like "season for joy," you know. It's like the most I could do is send out like a Christmas card, just kind of like me by the fire, you know, just. 'Tis the season to go out of town and try to get me to watch your dogs. They actually, they have like their. I love that they have like their wedding albums. You know, it's like fun to look through. I was like, I want to make one, but like all I could really do is just do an album with like, pictures of all of my past relationships. You know, just like, this is not looking good, buddy. I help out with all my brothers. Like my brother wanted me to bring over a toaster for my niece's birthday party, so that they could toast the bagels for everybody. And so, like, I brought a toaster over, and people started talking to me before I could put it down on the table. So it just looked like I was walking around with a toaster under my arm, just like sort of like emotional support toaster. It's just like, I'm not having somebody making me a sandwich again when they didn't toast the bread. I'm not doing that. But I was always trying to like find a part-time job so I'd have like more time to write on the side. And like what happens is, if an apartment is too cheap, is just because there's something weird about it, and you're just gonna end up dealing most of your time with like weird issues. And remember, I went to go rent this one apartment, and the landlord kept asking me, she's like, "Are you a Scientologist?" You're not a Scientologist, right? Finally, I'm like, no, I'm not a Scientologist. Why do you keep asking me that? She goes, because you look like Tom Cruise. I was like, I look like Tom Cruise? Like, I think it's like, this part of my forehead kind of looks like Tom Cruise, which made me say that is like, when we had to wear masks, these like 2 women came into my work, and they walked in. As soon as they saw me, they're like, "Oh, look at this guy. We got a handsome brow. Who do we got in there? Tom Cruise? Come on, pull down the mask. Let's see." And I took it off, and they were like, "Okay, thank you." So I was like, "Damn." It's it's like also at that apartment we had a female peeping Tom, which I have never even heard of. It turned out it was actually the woman who lived next door to me, but I didn't even know that. All I knew was that like I could hear someone creeping outside of my window at night and looking in, and like I wrote a letter to the complex. I'm like, "Hey guys, somebody's coming in from the alley and looking in our windows." And my neighbor came up to me, goes like, "Hey Chris, I got your letter. It's not somebody from the alley. It's your next door neighbor." He goes, "Oh yeah, I actually caught her watching me shower." And what's crazy is nobody wants to do anything about a female peeping Tom. I was like, "Well, what should we do?" He called police. He's like, no, I don't know. Maybe keep your window closed, or I don't know, try to enjoy it. There's like I was like the bad guy, and they're like, "Why do you let her peep, dude? What's your problem? Let her do it." Also one time actually, I moved home with my parents in order to save money to like write on the side, and it was a really wonderful experience. But then I was like, well, man, maybe I should feel ashamed about this, And but then I was like, I read about the writer who wrote 1984, and he actually lived with his parents in South London for 10 years. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm part of a proud tradition of writers who had to move home and live with their parents. This is a storied tradition. Then I went to Barnes and Nobles, and I'm like, wait a minute, are all the books in here written by writers who moved home to live with their parents? It's like, I'm not paying for this shit. I love it when I remember my dreams. I remember one night I was having this dream about French police, and they were beating this guy up, and I knew they were French because they were beating him up with baguettes. Also, I love watching ocean documentaries, like documentaries about the ocean, and like what happens is like you end up seeing a lot of contents about seals, like seals getting eaten. And what's sad is like you realize all this like footage of seals rolling in the water. You realize basically like seals are just like ocean hot dogs. I don't know if you guys know. I love watching on PBS. There's a travel host by the name of Rick Steves. Have you ever heard of this guy? Well, actually, you don't even know who he is. But like, I love watching it because he's always so upbeat about the darkest issues. He'll be like, let's take a trip to Germany where the people had to learn the hard lessons of fascism. And so he's traveling all around the world, and then he got divorced, which I think is because he's like never home. His wife is like, Steve, I have no idea who you are. But I think he was just as upbeat about that. He's like, sometimes you and your wife can grow very distant, and your marriage can dissolve. But the two of you can find new happiness for years to come. Please support public television. I was watching this documentary on prostitution about the hookers of the 5 Points, and they had cameras in all the cars, so people were like, blurred out, but they still had everybody in microphones. And this one guy, he had the greatest, dirty talk when he was talking to the women who got in the car. There's one woman who was doing a service for him with her hand only, and he kept. His dirty talk was he would tell her about all the amenities he was going to get her. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to pay your cable bill." He's like, "I'm going to get you into a 401k." He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I'm going to get you a new washer and dryer." And she was like, "Oh yeah." And then the greatest technique of all was that he actually did like a countdown. See, so he would be doing his dirty talk like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to get you some health care. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh! I actually one time I went to the state fair, and I saw the hypnotist show, and it looked so believable to me. I'm like, this cannot be real, but how are they doing this? It looks like these people are hypnotized. Then like years later, I went to another hypnotist show, and my friends actually pressured me to like volunteer. I'm like, oh God. And then I got picked to actually go up on stage. And the hypnotist started putting us to sleep. And I didn't feel hypnotized. But he kept saying like, okay, now if you don't feel hypnotized, please stay up, please leave the stage. But I just kept staying up there because I thought, well, maybe it's gonna kick in at some point. So I could hear people leaving, he goes, and all of a sudden, the hypnotist goes, okay, everybody left on the stage is completely hypnotized. And I was like, oh crap, I'm not hypnotized. And he grabbed me on the shoulder and he goes, all right, now stand up and start playing the violin. And so I just went along with it. I just stood up and started playing the violin like crazy. And people in the audience, it sounded like they were like, oh my God, that guy's hypnotized, they were laughing. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Is it ever gonna kick in? And all of a sudden the hypnotist leans in him and he goes, everybody loves you, everybody loves you. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh my God, okay, hypnotism is not real. It's like, I see how this works. It's like, look, everybody's loving the show. You can ruin it right now or stand up and be the greatest hypnotized guy anybody's ever seen. And by the way, who says stuff like, everybody loves you? Like, where do you learn to say creepy stuff like that? All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much.
Chris Kanaki, everybody. One more time. All right, we're going to keep it moving. I'm going to bring up the next comedian. And when I first saw his picture, I was like, wow, this guy has such nice hair. It's like huge hair. And like, what's going on? The birds are getting ready to move in. But please welcome to the stage, Edward Lee.
The carpet matches the drapes. Hello, sinners. Hey, how comes the background looks like someone tried to board up their house during a zombie apocalypse? They just went all out there. Man, but Stab, man, how you guys doing tonight? Doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah, your nipples hard?
Yes.
Dude. My nipples get so goddamn hard, like, they can cut through glass, alright? If I was a superhero, I would be the nippler. See a guy robbing a bank, I go up to him and be like, poo, poo! And he'd be like, ah! My eyes! My eyes! Yeah, you've just been nipple-fied, bitch! It'd be so cool though, because then I get a key to the city. the mayor's like, here you go. And I'm like, awesome. What does it unlock? Nothing. Go fuck yourself. Oh, okay. No, and also, I'm excited to be here tonight. I do gotta warn you guys, I am a little drunk. But don't worry, I drove here. But hey, those kids just came out of nowhere. I was like, dude, get off the sidewalk. Anyways, so I don't work for Uber anymore. I don't know if this is weird or not, but I feel like I'm a better driver drunk than I am sober. Okay, because like when I'm driving sober, I'm like, Okay, dude, but when I'm drunk, I'm in the zone. I'm just like, and park. No, actually, on the way here, I got pulled over. Yeah, the cop walked up to me and he's like, sir, do you know why I pulled you over tonight? And I'm like, why? 'Cause I'm black? He goes, sir, have you been drinking? And I'm like, I sure have, officer. And he goes, well, damn, you drive hella good. I ain't gonna give you a ticket. Matter of fact, how would you like to come to my house and fuck my wife? I would love to. Anyways, y'all can check out the video on my OnlyFans. Yeah, I got an OnlyFans. You think this shit's gonna pay the bills? Nah, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I love doing stand-up. You know, women like a guy that can make them laugh. But I say, women love a guy that can make them come. She knows. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Hey, it's cool being here at Stab tonight. Speaking of which, why is this show called Kaiser Got Funny? What the fuck is so funny about Kaiser? Like, hey, your medical insurance just got denied. Awesome. Where's my lollipop? On the way over here, I stopped by the Chondo's Tacos, got something to eat. And I'll tell you guys what, okay? Mexican food, it just goes right through me. All right? And I actually used to be scared to poop in public. But now, I just use the bathroom. Yeah, sorry guys, that was me. So in all seriousness, I am 25. I know I look really young. It's because I drink so much. But it's kind of weird though, because like a lot of high school girls will hit on me. Yeah, like they'll just come up to me and start flirting with me. And you know, I gotta be like, whoa, ladies. Y'all are way too old for me. This is a Diddy kind of crowd here.
Sorry.
Take your time, take your time. He's got his Golden State Champions hat on. He knows what's up. Oh, man. So, do any of y'all own any pets at all? Any pets now? Yeah? Dude, my dog is always trying to hump my leg. Alright, like, I gotta be careful whenever I drink around him. Last night, he tried to slip me a roughy! I mean, I've heard of a wiener dog, but this is ridiculous. No, I actually used to have 2 dogs, but I got hungry. Actually, have you guys ever done it doggy style? Yeah, it's when you're having sex, and then Michael Vick comes in and beats the shit out of you. Oh yeah, that's at least a 15-yard penalty. Hope it's not going in the overtime. Yeah. No, but I tell you what though, it definitely feels like there's a lot more hostility between people these days. Like last week, I was at the grocery store, and this one Arab guy got really mad at me, and he called me a goat fucker. And I was like, wow, dude, really? You think I'm the greatest of all time at fucking? No way! What a gentleman.
That was funny.
I never know what you'll find at Walmart. In the clearance section. So I got out of a relationship recently. My girlfriend, she broke up with me because she said that I'm a cheater. Since when is sleeping with other women considered cheating? This guy knows what I'm talking about. He's like, well, I've been there. We've all been there. No, but I always get nervous whenever I meet my girlfriend's friends for the first time, because I'm like, man, I hope none of them are hot. That is just the worst. Oh yeah.
Chose the wrong one, huh?
There's something going on tonight. So I am getting back out there, and I tell you what, I feel like dating today is really hard, because every time I go up to a girl to ask her out, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, I can kill him for you if you want me to. Doesn't have to be complicated. No, but I feel like the reason why I get rejected a lot is because my pickup lines don't usually work. For example, last weekend, I was at the club. I went up to this one girl and I was like, hey, baby, are you from Russia? Because I'd really like to invade Ukraine. Insane in the Ukraine. I don't want to be at the club. I want to be at the cliff. Oh, come on, guys. Everybody wants to get laid. Even Jesus got nailed. That was biblical. Okay, well, anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. My name is Edward Andrews. Please give it up for your host, Anu.
Edward, everybody! Hey, that was awesome. All right, we're going to keep it moving. So please make it really loud for our next comedian, Jerry Castillo!
Hello, good people. How we doing? Thank you guys for coming out and supporting live comedy. We really appreciate it. My name is Jerry Castillo. I work as an emergency room nurse, you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's awesome. The other day I'm walking by this guy's bed and he gets my attention and he says, you know, most people would say, hey, could you lift my head up or could you put my head down? This guy just goes, hey, can you lift me up? I was like, absolutely, you're an amazing person and people like you. Like an hour later, he hadn't learned his lesson. He said, can you put me down? I was like, everything I said before was a lie. What do you want? I can't help it. I just like messing with people at work, away from work. It doesn't matter. If I'm walking down the street, you know how you're walking down the street and you can tell someone's about to ask you for some money? If I don't have any money or if I've given some people some money that day, I just pretend I am deaf. It works great, people. You see them coming up, they're like, hey, can I get some money? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm deaf. I can't hear you. Invariably, then they start acting it out. They're like, I need money so I can eat because I'm hungry. And I just go, that's not sign language. And I walk away. What are they going to do? When I came out here to California, I wanted to do something all California. You know, surfing was out for me. Scuba. I took a scuba class. It was awesome. My first time out as a certified scuba diver, I showed up. There was an uneven number of people. They always buddy people up on these trips. So since there was an uneven number of people and I had the least experience, they buddied me up with one of the dive masters, which was awesome for me because she had all the local knowledge, man. We had to go through our little hand signals before we got going. You got to know, like, this means danger. This means out of air. This means don't touch the dive master's tits. I'm pretty sure. Once we got going underwater, she immediately started teaching me these new hand signals because we started seeing all these sea creatures. So we saw rays, we did rays, we saw an eel. Then she did this. Anybody?
Shark.
Yeah, sharks. Where were you? Sharks. Nobody told me sharks. I didn't buy in for the shark package, if you will. She kept trying to show me stuff after that, but like anyone with a really good survival instinct, my ass was watching the sharks, people. But she kept running her hand along this wall, and she thought it was so cool. These little, like, invertebrates would collapse back in. But I wasn't watching. So finally, she's like, gets my attention. She's like, look at the wall and the boo-boo. So I had to go, look, as long as there are sharks anywhere near this wall, I will be watching the freaking sharks. She didn't like that, people. She turned off my air. I can't help it, though. I love messing with people. But especially working in the hospital, I get to call all over. I get to make a bunch of phone calls. I can do a bunch of different dialects and voices. So, like, the people in the lab think I'm from Germany. The people in radiology think I'm from the Caribbean somewhere. I'm calling up. I'm like, Dr. Man wants this test done right away. Him getting really mad. Little vein on him head going, boop, boop, boop. That kind of thing. I got called up to the desk. It was a new job. Like in the first week, they called me up, and this guy's like, "Hey, you gotta call the operating room. You got this patient going to the OR. This guy can be kind of a jerk that you got to call." He said, "Why don't you do one of your dialects? I know. Why don't you be Russian?" I was like, "Sure." So he writes down the number and he writes down the name, but for the name he just writes down one letter, just the letter V. If he had told me V stood for Vitali, I would have known the guy was Russian, right?
No.
Instead, I'm calling up. I'm like, "Hello, I am calling to you from emergency room." Next thing I hear is, "Hello to you." Oh, shit. Big problems. Big problems, people. So what I like to do is when I've got to make a phone call somewhere, I'll look to someone next to me in the nurse's station and I'll say, pick a country, any country. And I try to make the next call in that dialect. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's pretty slick. I did it one time. I'm working. I put my hand on the phone. I looked at the girl next to me and I said, pick a country, any country. And she goes, Africa. I was like, very well, I will make this call for you. But in the future, you need to know Africa's a continent, okay? A little worried about you and everyone who didn't laugh here tonight because California public school education. Oh, man. So people ask me all the time, they're like, "Jerry, how do you deal with the fact you got to go in a room, do some kind of procedure on a half-naked woman, and her husband's right there in the room?" I just walk in with a calm and confident demeanor. I make very good eye contact, and then I just say it. "Hi, here to do EKG." Just your typical male nurse, that's all. That puts his defenses down. The best part is they both think I'm gay. I can look all I want now. Right? I'm like, "Mrs. Smith, your breasts are just beautiful. Flackadacka, flackadacka, flackadacka." I get all done, I tell her, "I'm going to show this to the doctor." And I turn to him and go, "Thanks, man." Friends for life, people. Friends for life. Another one, this guy came in last week suffering from constipation. I get talking to this guy, come to find out he is a member of Augusta National, one of the most exclusive golf courses in the world where they play the Masters tournament every April. I treated this guy like gold. I got all his tests started. I gave him a nice warm blanket. I turned the light out in his room and I let him fall asleep. So deep asleep he didn't hear me wheel one of those emergency room code blue crash carts right to his bedside. He didn't see me line myself up, so when the only light in the room came back on, I was going to have that angelic glow behind me, right? He didn't see or hear me take those defibrillator paddles, those shocker paddles off the machine. All he heard was me yell, clear! My accomplice flicks on the light. The guy's eyes shoot open. He looks up at me. He sees, in my hands, he sees those paddles. He looks up at me. He sees the halo. Right on cue, all the nurses in the hallway go, ha, 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 ha. That's right. He thinks I saved his life. I'm going to be golfing at Augusta National. As an added bonus, I have cured his constipation on the spot. It's a win-win, people. It's a win-win. Nice. I realized a long time ago the last thing I would say to people before they left the emergency room was good luck. Whether they're being admitted or discharged, it was good luck. I started to learn how to say good luck in as many languages as I could. Every time I would meet someone from a different country, I'd ask them how to say it, and I'd write it down phonetically. When I came out here to California, my list doubled and tripled, and now I can say good luck in over 60 languages. But I don't do it in the beginning. I wait till the end. They've been talking to their family in their language for 4, 5, 6 hours, however long they're in the emergency room. And then I walk in, and at the end, when they're getting ready to leave, I'll say goodbye and good luck in their language. Two things usually happen. First, they all look at each other like, oh, hey, this guy knows our language. And then I watch as this sense of dread comes over each and everyone's face as they realize, does this guy understand everything we've said for the last 4 hours? We may have to kill this guy. So I moved here. When I came here from exotic Louisville, Kentucky, where I moved here from, home of the Kentucky Derby. While I was living there, somebody asked me, they said, Jerry, if you could be any athlete, alive or dead, who would you pick? I didn't even hesitate, people. I said, Secretariat. They're like, the horse? Well, hell yeah, look at it this way. That horse won the Triple Crown going away. Other than one other horse, it wasn't done again for 3 decades. Secretariat's working career lasted only 2 or 3 years, and he went on into his retirement to get over 660 females pregnant and didn't pay a dime in child support. Who's the thinker? Who's the thinker, Sacramento? One thing I got to share, though, after working across the country in emergency rooms for the last almost 30 years, and any male nurse here could share this with you, being a male in the emergency room, the biggest perk of my job, I don't have to go in with a doctor when he does a pelvic exam on a woman. Thank God for that one. I like to think of my little honey's vagina as being just big enough for me. I don't want to be in there when somebody takes like a vaginal jaws of life, opens that baby to gaping wide. I don't want to see it. But if you guys are interested. What? He's all embarrassed. She's like, what, honey? That's ice tones. That's like ice tones. Nope. More like party favor in San Francisco, I'm thinking. Now here's the deal, guys. They take this, they put it in sideways, and they twist, then they open it that wide. Where's the big guys at now? Where's Mr. I'm all my woman can handle? Sure thing, Sparky. Yeah. Now here's the deal, guys. If you're going to stay in the room for this procedure, and I urge you to, now that you know a little bit about it, if you want to see anything, the doctor's going to be kind of down like this. You're going to have to look over his shoulder, which I think to the woman must look all the world like a catcher and an umpire. Now, ladies, here's these 2 guys looking in here. They're kind of wondering about your promiscuity. They're wondering about how many guys you've been with. It kind of takes out a romper room look. I see Bobby and Tommy and Tyrell. What the?
That's funny as shit.
I will be available for pap smears in the parking lot later if anyone wants to get that knocked out of the way. 12 months in a year. My chances are somebody's due for a pap smear. That's all I live for, ladies. I just want you to get on that table, put your feet in the stirrup, scoot your little hiney down, and when you close your eyes, I want you to see me. Because I'll be going quack, quack. That is my time. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming out. Woo! Give it up for a news.
Yay, everybody! All right. So, are you guys ready for your headliner? Yeah. This man is responsible for putting this show together. He speaks 4 languages, and none of them he speaks well. Please welcome to the stage, Subas Sharma!
You know, folks, the immigrants, they write stuff on the napkins because they got no papers. I like your laugh, by the way. That was a good laugh. Man. You know, the Edward was talking about the goat, right? Fucking a goat. That was a goat. I'm a goat fucker, all right? That's not funny, yeah. You know, folks, I was a soccer coach in Sacramento for 10 years. I used to coach little girl soccer, all right? I was a very bad soccer coach. I used to make little girl cry, call them wrong name and shit like that. I got a 6-game suspension fighting with the referee, all right? I got a lot of yellow cards. I got a lot of red cards. But they never gave me a green card. That's not funny, brother. That's not funny, you know what I mean? Now, Donald Trump is the president, you know what I mean? He might deport my ass to Guantanamo Bay. You know what I'm saying? You're all wrapped up with the chain and shit, and you act like... You shave your head and shit, right? Yeah, you got like all the white uniform and fucking shit like that. You like, fucking they go like that. You're all fucked up, you know what I'm saying? That's not funny, all right? Oh shit. You know, I love ice cream. I like iced tea. I like ice caramel macalaka. But I don't like ice. Fuck. Shit. Like Anu said, I speak 4 different languages. None of them I speak good. That's not funny, yeah. I got to work on that joke. My name is Subas Sharma, guys. I'm from Nepal, all right, top of the world. Do you guys know what Nepal is? Anybody? Yeah, this is a good crowd. I like that. This is a smart crowd. You know, I like smart people. The other day, I asked the same question to the crowd, right? Does anybody know what Nepal is? One of the gentlemen, he got very excited. He got up from his chair, and then he showed me his nipple. Then he showed me his nipple. He showed me his nipple. I was like, Sir, that's not Nepal, all right? That's Nepal. That's very disrespectful for my country. Shit.
He probably didn't understand you.
Bro, you're right, You're right. I'm learning English, by the way. That's why I'm here. Shit. You know, folks, when I came to America new, I used to think that the hot dog was a food for dog, right? Dog food. And then when I saw hot dog first time, it looked like a dog penis. You know what I mean? Looked like a dog penis. And I was like, okay, all right. And then I pick it up, all right. I pick it up. I smell it. I love the smell of hot dog. And I took a bite. I love dog penis. I mean, I love hot dog. Shit, that's not funny, yeah. You know, guys, the reason I do stand-up comedy because I work in the hospital, all right? I see a lot of dead people. I'm like, let me make them laugh before they die. If they don't laugh, fuck them. Let them die angry, sad, and mad. They're gonna die anyway. Like I say, I work in the hospital, but I'm not a doctor, right? I'm a barista. Do you guys know what baristas? Yeah, Starbucks, yeah. Baristas are like a bartender, right? I call myself a coffee tender. But I'm not a chicken tender, all right? The other day I was making a coffee, right? I was making a coffee, and there was a customer, old lady, right? And she had a double mask on her face. She was watching me like a hawk, all right? And before she ordered her drink, she made me wash my hand like 2 times in front of everybody, right? That was very embarrassing, brother. That's not funny, all right? Hella embarrassing. And then she ordered, hey, can I get a grande caramel macalaca with the extra syrup espresso in it? I put decaf on that shit. Yeah. I don't get mad. I just do my job. Do you guys drink coffee here? Absolutely. All right, cool. Do you guys know what cappuccino is? Cappuccino is like an express in a lot of fucking foam, all right? The other day I had a customer and he ordered a cappuccino. And he complained hella hard. He's like, hey man, $6 I pay for the fucking this drink, it's all foam. There's nothing, it's all foam. That's a rip-off. And I told him, sir, cappuccino is like a bag of chips. Right? Mostly you pay for the air. That's not funny, brother. The inflation, right? The inflation, you pay for the air, shit. Fucking your pocket, there's no money in your pocket. You know, it's all gone for the air, right? That's not funny, folks. I work in the peach coffee. Do you guys know peach coffee? Yeah. And I don't like the customer, they come to my peach coffee and then speak in Starbucks language. You know what I'm talking about, brother? Hey, can I have a grande macalaca, 20, 30? I'm like, sir, this is America, right? Can you please speak in English? You like that joke, brother? Yeah. It's America, you know what I'm saying? This is not fucking, Italy. Grande, 20, 30, what the fuck is that shit? Shit. I'm a Hindu guy. My wife, Filipino Catholic, all right? I was not supposed to marry a Filipino Catholic according to my Hindu religion. But I got very horny, all right? So would you like a boom boom? Would you like a bang bang, all right? My wife, she got pregnant. And she's like, hey, Subas, you know, I'm a Catholic. According to my religion, we're supposed to marry before the baby comes. Otherwise, the baby going to be bastard. And I said, okay, I got it. We went to, Sacramento downtown, pay $200 for marriage certificate, all right? And the judge said, kiss the bride. Game over, right, folks? The cheapest marriage ever, right? Me and my wife, we got 2 children, all right? Half a Catholic, half a Hindu, all right? Half a Filipino, half a Nepali, made in America, all right? But in America, but look like a Mexican, all right? like Jibani. Where did Jibani go? It look like kind of Mexican, all right? So I don't know who the dad is. Maybe I gotta do some DNA test, you know what I mean? We got no more time now. So I thought I was gonna do 20 minutes. I got only 10 minutes, so good. Last joke, all right? You know, folks, the reason I do, I produce my one show because nobody booked me in their show. That's not funny. That's not funny, brother. You think that's funny? Last time I produced my show, I lost $200, right? That's not funny, right? I produced a show called, this is one show, I produced another show called Godfather, right? The other day somebody asked me, hey, you produce a show Godfather, are you the Godfather? And I told him, no, I'm a bad father. Right, thank you, love you guys for coming. Thank you, love you.
Subas Sharma! Thank you everybody for coming out. Please drive home safe. Good night.
All right, everybody, that was Kaiser Got Funny, but we're not done. We've got another show. If you want to stick around, see me up front. We can upgrade your ticket. If you're done with us for the evening, check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do. So if you're here for the next show, Strip Comedy will begin in, let's call it, about 8 minutes. Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for strip comedy. Please welcome to the stage your host, Susette Venetti.
Wow, thank you. That is the biggest amount of noise I've ever gotten in this venue. Thank you guys so much. Hi, you came for me, I think. Yeah? That's fair. Okay. You guys came for comedy? Yay! Or to see people take off their clothes? Okay. That's okay, don't do it like that, because that was a little creepy. He didn't say anything. I said people take off their clothes and he went. My name's Susette Venetti. If you don't know me, I host a lot of drag shows. I don't get a chance to do a lot of stand-up comedy. But if you guys seen drag live? Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you, it's a drag performer's job to sell a fantasy, right? Like that's what we want to do. And I'm creating the fantasy for you guys right now that I'm young and healthy. This knee hurts so bad, right? Which is weird because I look like the type of girl where both knees should hurt, you know? It's because I'm 41, but also it looks like I suck a lot of dick. So, don't laugh silently. Was that a bad joke? You guys didn't laugh at that? I don't know. Okay, so the point of this show is if you don't laugh, we have to take off an article of clothing. If you do laugh, we get to keep going. So you need to be an out loud laughing audience. Cool? All right. You can't silently thumbs up when I'm like, be verbal and make noise, sir. Yeah, so I am 41 and I just learned I don't have a gag reflex. Like I was waiting for it this whole time. I've never been gagged. And then I was like telling the joke about like, you know, giving a lot of blowjobs and gag reflex, and the guy went, "Yeah, gag reflex." And I was like, why would anyone get excited about a gag reflex? That's weird. And I was like, oh, it makes you feel big, right? Like, yeah, but all of our mouths are an inch deep. So congratulations, you're a toothbrush. You know, shave your bristles. Like, that's weird. There's a Subway across from you guys know Badlands? Yeah. There's a Subway across from there. If I'm not funny, by the way, you tell me. You guys are the judges, okay? Don't pity laugh me. There's a Subway across from Badlands, and there's a rumor. You don't know it? It's like across the parking lot. Not like you have to walk through the snack parking lot. This isn't a joke. Now I'm just giving directions. There's a Subway on J Street, J and 21st, and there's a rumor that he stays open till 4 a.m. because I'm over there sucking so much dick. I don't want to confirm or deny, but I will say that if I'm taking a 6-inch so we can all get a foot long at 3 a.m., you're welcome. Yeah. It's weird because like I realized that like I was kind of raised to be a whore. Like I don't want to say groomed, but like I took band, right? And like I played clarinet, and I realized at some point that my job as a clarinet player was just to suck on a hard piece of wood until it became soft. Yeah, okay, that's all right. I mean, that's funny, but you guys must not know woodwinds. Wait, you laughed? Oh, you take it off, okay. You know what, no one else was excited. I got bored playing clarinet, like just playing it, right? So I started playing 2 at once just to see if I could do it. Like, can I fit 2 clarinets in my mouth and control them with my hands? And I could, and nobody was as excited as me except for my 2 band directors. Okay, I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give that one a tick, because that's good. Like, we need to laugh at that. Do you guys check your text for spelling? Yes. Yes, good, because older people don't. It's okay. So I get nails sometimes. Do you get nails ever? Acrylic nails? Okay, I'm like, you guys don't, huh? That's fine. How about you, silencer? At some point, you'll make noise tonight. We'll know what your voice sounds like. But so you can't do anything with them, right? So you're always voice to texting. And like, so somebody at the club at Badlands texted me when I wasn't there, and they said like, is Suzanne Venetti gonna perform tonight? And I'm Susette Venetti. So I wrote, the phone wrote, I said, call me whatever you want as long as you tip me, because you tip drag queens, right? But the phone wrote, call me whatever you want as long as you top me. And I was like, well, it's been 6 years. So I hit send. Like, I'm fine with that. And then, like, I don't know, when you do have the nails, like, I just paint mine real shitty. I don't care, because color, it moves, you know. Toes are where it's at. And, like, so I tried this nail polish remover. It's supposed to take your color off in a rush, you know? But it didn't take my color off at all. But I smelled it, and it made my asshole open up so big. I think they should rebrand. You don't know what that means, do you?
Rebrand?
No. Poppers. You don't know about poppers. You know about poppers?
Yeah.
Oh, you just didn't think it was funny.
It's good for anal sex.
Yes. Incredibly good. Incredibly good for anal sex. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't like not being able to read or understand a text message. And that's why I had to stop getting acrylics as much, because like I couldn't do it, right? My friend texted me, and this is why you'd all proof your text, which is good. My friend texted me and said, my dad's not feeling well. Could you come over and be hospice? This was like in December. And I was like, I can be hospice. Like, yeah, word. I don't know what you're imagining, like Christmas costume wise, but like I have it. Like I have 6 different like variations of like sexy Mrs. Claus to like, you don't need to take off that shoelace while we fuck, you know? So I put it on and I went to my friend's house, and his dad was there, and I don't know how to sexy talk Christmas. So I was just like, jingle, jingle, like, who's been naughty, who's been nice, you know, in my little like Mrs. Claus outfit. And then it kind of fell apart from there, because I was like, do you want some coal stuffed in you? Like, I didn't know how to do that. Okay, fine, I'll take something else off. Does jewelry count? This is a good time to ask. One of the comics is like, yes. What did the rest of you say? No. Okay. What about belts, accessories? Okay, we're not counting rings because I'll be here all day. The fuck was I saying? Hospice. Oh, right. So my friend's dad was enjoying it, right? Like he was living, right? Like because I was like on, you know, like all over him. And my friend walked in, and my friend said, "What the fuck are you doing, Susette?" And I said, "I'm hospice, jingle jingle, you know, like naughty." And my friend said, "He's dying. I wanted you to be hospice." So, I think that's funny. That's fine. I got a top. So yeah, the dad wasn't living after all. Like he was dying. So, oh my God. Okay, well then I'm out. I'm out of clothes. I don't have anything else. Belts count? I don't need to take off belts. We'll just get the show moving. It's fine. The stakes are real. Okay, you guys ready for the next performer? Okay, cool. I enjoy working with this guy. He's a really fun guy to have on a show. He's a nice person, so don't laugh at anything that's not funny, though. Like, keep him honest tonight. Okay, give it up. Start clapping. Put your hands together. Give it up for Gio Valencia.
Clap it up for the biggest thief from Hot Topic. What's up, y'all? We're gonna do Not Laughing Strip Naked. I texted my girlfriend about that. She said that's a red flag. I said it's not what you think. None of us. They don't want to see any of us naked. She said I don't appreciate that it's over. I said okay, now I have to show my dick at the show. What's up, y'all? My name's Giovanni. My friends call me Gio. If you want to know what to call me by, just know the only people that call me Giovanni are the people I came out of and people I came in. So it's just the poppers guy. What's up? My name's Giovanni. So like, I get a lot of white privilege because they think I'm Italian. It goes away as soon as they find out I have 7 jobs. They're like, I can smell a Mexican from here. Yeah, that's the same exact reaction I get, which surprises me. Italians and Mexicans, we have the same flag. We just got the Boyo Loco sign down the middle. Both very passionate, right? They're both Catholics, so a lot of wine, a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt from drinking way too much wine. Italians are torched for having organized crime. Mexicans, we just have crime. I'm taking that wallet. You're not getting this back. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't laugh for a good minute. I'm like supposed to say. God damn, you look like a sexy ass Harry Potter, bro. Show them. Oh shit, yeah, man. Italians, Mexicans. I figured out the difference between Italians and Mexicans. Italians are just gay ass Mexicans. Take it off. Fuck you, Lexi. Y'all see Lexi? Clap it up for Lexi real quick. She's fucking awesome. We did a roast battle together. That's how we became good friends. We actually made fun of each other. I'll never forget it because I was trying to roast her. I said she her name is Lexi and her OnlyFans name is Sexy Lexi with a perplexity. Except when I said the joke, I couldn't say perplexity. I said and she goes, "It's okay, honey. You can finish." I didn't think I would respond until like a year and a half later. I'm like, yeah, I forgot the response. Okay, we're gonna move on. Damn, so you ain't gonna let me finish? Oh, dude, shit. I'm getting hella. Y'all gonna see some shit tonight, boy. I feel like with this shirt, I look like I'm about to beat my wife. Bitch, what you mean I can't get naked in front of people? Y'all see that bruise, dude? Domestic violence, bro. Domestic violence. Yeah, that's real, dude. Domestic ass violence. You guys, I feel like we have a lot of podcasts, but we don't have a podcast from the one person we need it from. Jesus. Bro, imagine a Jesus podcast. Like, I'd imagine the name be like, what would I do? I feel like y'all ain't laughing just because y'all want to see me strip. Like, on the podcast, all he does is talk about, like, his narcissistic dad and his pathological lying mom. Fuck me. It's like, this episode is sponsored by Wine Water. Fuck, dude. Fuck me. So I got this tattoo on my leg. I got it because I was trying to find myself. And look at the tattoo. You know how the yin yang sign? You would think you would get like a finding. I'm really hoping the sock doesn't call off. Good thing's my cum sock, dude. That shit's gonna stick right there, dude. Oh yeah, I need to take off my shirt. I didn't laugh at that either. I feel like really uncomfortable with how comfortable I am. You know what I mean? Y'all, somebody better start throwing some dollars, dude. What is life? She's fanning herself, dude. You see that sock strength? That shit ain't moving. I used an unused sock. I knew better. Oh, shit.
This is a tip from the audience.
Oh, yo. Butt cheeks. Now, you see how that shit ain't falling? You see how it ain't falling? You see how that shit ain't falling? Hey, put that camera up. I need to get this on film. Pornhub. Comic bombing on stage naked. I can already see it. Oh, this is fucking fun. I like busting nuts. If you guys can't tell, I'm a baby daddy, which means I have a monthly subscription to child support. Yeah, I'm gonna get a vasectomy though. No clap for an eco-friendly dick? I'm tired of using... Y'all see my birthmark? That shit look like Africa. Oh, shit, dude. I'm just sad, but my mom was supposed to be here.
All right, give it up for Gio.
Get my $5.
That is the furthest anyone has gone. Usually people say like, oh,
Let me get that.
I'm not gonna go past this amount. You're just gonna put your clothes on there. You're not gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah. We're like, he's naked. Go to the bathroom. Did you make noise during the whole thing? Were you audible? No. You said no just now. Okay, so keep going.
I'm selling the sock, by the way.
The sock, we know why the sock wasn't moving, you know?
Hey, cause y'all weren't sexy enough for me.
It was stuck. Okay. You guys ready to keep the show moving? All right. The next comic definitely will not have a sock or a penis. Actually, I don't know, but I'm assuming. Please make some noise. Put your hands together. Give it up for Kaya Osborne.
Thank you so much, Susette. What's poppin', everybody? What's poppin'? You know, I don't have a penis, but I do have penis trauma. And I hope that counts for something in this economy. All right, fine. So, how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? This is my first comedy show in Sacramento. Talk about trial by fire, you know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of fat, so if you guys put me to the fire, I will render. It's fine. I just lose weight. It's fine. No, you gotta get creative with your weight loss methods in 2025. You know what I mean? We got tons of options. Running from ICE. You know what I mean? Beating up Nazis. Fucking white boys and sneaking out of their house without their daddy seeing. You know what I'm saying? We got choices. It's actually really interesting. I am a comic. I've been a comic for about 2 years now. But I actually started off as a poet. I was the Sacramento Youth Poet Laureate in 2019. Thank you. And every time my friends who knew me in poetry find out I do comedy now, they're always like, Kaya, oh my God, that's such a harsh pivot. Why would you pivot like that? What made you change your mind? And I'm always telling them some bullshit about learning how to be optimistic or just living in the moment. Yeah. But that's all bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. The truth is I pivoted from poetry to comedy because I have a fetish for unlovable white men with limited sexual experience and undiagnosed mental health issues. And the poets were starting to learn all my tricks, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't gaslight them the way that I used to, you know what I'm saying? I had to move on to comedy. Along strolls a 10 p.m. open mic with $4 Malort shots. Hello. Hello. For those of you guys who don't know what Malort is, it is a very special Chicago liquor tradition. It's probably the best liquor they've got out there. You know, if you ever go to Chicago, I suggest walking into your nearest bar and ordering 5 sorts of Malort. Five shots of Malort. You know what? English was not even supposed to be my language. I think people forget that sometimes, okay? I'm colonized, all right? I was supposed to be speaking in cliques and shit like that. That's my real native tongue, you know? That Lion King shit, you know what I mean? That Hakuna Matata and shit like that's what my voice was built for, you know what I mean? No, I'm just driving down the 50 expressway singing along to Billie Eilish on the way to my massage therapy job. I really live like a white bitch. I really do. No, but yeah, so people always say, I don't like white... Okay, look. I don't like white boys because I got issues with my range, or I think I'm ugly, or I'm coloring. No, it's not none of that, okay? I like white boys because fucking white boys is the only time that you can say that you are saving dozens of parks, schools, libraries, movie theaters, public pools, you know what I'm saying? Just anywhere with your pussy. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas come to me ready to write manifestos, and they leave writing extremely detailed Facebook posts about how to support your partner's natural hair journey. Okay? I think that's a beautiful thing. You know what I think? I think I deserve a fucking Congressional Medal of Honor. Okay? You want to know how many elementary schools are probably still standing because I had a sex addiction? A lot. Okay? A lot. I be having them niggas taking CMOS. Okay? I be having them pass bronze in Overwatch. You know what I'm saying? I teach them that I be having them seasoning their steak. Like seasoning it, not tempering it, seasoning it. I changed lives. All right? Where was I on January 6th? Managing the situation. You're welcome. You're welcome! As you saw, only 5 people died. Why? Because I was administering the jaws of life, bitch. You're welcome! You're welcome! And people are always like, what the, how does having a black girlfriend straighten out a white man? What does that do to change a white man? I don't know, baby. First of all, I think my pussy juice grow beards. You know what I'm saying? It's been about 3 times now. I done fucked on a white version for about 6 months, and he has like a full lumberjack, you know what I'm saying? Like Paul Bunyan beard. All right. Whatever. I'm just saying. If that doesn't work, I'll pull my belt out. You know what I'm saying? I got a belt. I got a belt for boyfriends. I don't know when we decided that women could abuse too, but you bitches really fucked up my market with that. And I don't like that, okay? I used to be able to beat these niggas' ass. No repercussions. No police, no nothing. I used to be able to do what the fuck I needed to do. Ladies, do y'all remember back when a nigga could change a tire? That's because we was going upside their head with the cast iron skillet. That's what that was. That was culture. We are losing recipes. You bitches don't season your cast iron. You bitches don't kill your niggas no more. Like you know, a man could disappear into the consumption and they wouldn't even bother to do an autopsy. Whole time I'm sprinkling rat poison in his succotash. Yeah, Brian, now what? Now what, bitch? That was a little bit of girl comedy for the fellas in here. You can't relate. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm not your average Negro. I'm not a regular black person. I'm not. I don't like barbecue chips. I knew my father. You know, like there's all. Y'all know damn well you wanted to laugh. Stop it. Look at you. Look at the gay guys are like, I don't think I can, bitch. They're not here, okay? They're not gonna do anything. Just laugh. No. Where are they? Right here. These two. Actually, you know what? Speaking of homosexuals, speaking of homosexuals, I love gay men. I love gay men, but I feel like y'all are losing recipes too. Gay men are on Reddit telling each other that glory holes are unethical. Wait a minute. Bitch, if you gonna be gay, commit. Okay? You know, nigga, like lesbians are having babies now. You know what I mean? With men. You know what I mean? Like they're borrowing sperm and then promising to bring it back later. Like, girl, I don't. These bitches. Like everybody wants to go back to being straight. Listen, transgender women are transitioning to women and then dating women. And what's crazy is that them's the last lesbians we got left. That. Jesus fix it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I wish upon a star. I I forgot where I was going with that. It's just, you know what? Sure. Fucking shoes. Fuck shoes. You know what? By the way, I am a massage therapist. I am indeed a massage therapist. The interesting thing about being a fat massage therapist is that you don't get none of the sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get, like, this is how you know you're ugly. I'm so unattractive that both in my caregiving career, when I was a caregiver for the elderly, and in my caregiving career, and in my massage therapy career, I have many times had to substitute for another girl because the client that she was dealing with wanted to have sex with her. And she sat back and thought, I need to find someone that won't have this experience. And she settled on me. This is multiple women, multiple places, multiple careers. By the way, you want to know the kicker? I was a hooker. I literally used to be a hooker. But now I cannot get sexually harassed at my regular civilian job. And I just want to know if this is what it's like for professional basketball players to develop spine conditions in their geriatric age. Yeah. So anyway, I told y'all wasn't gonna see too many too many skin, because I'm funny and I'm funny and I'm black, and that squares the funny. So I hope you guys have. It does. Black people, we are superior. We are superior. We are superior at comedy. We are superior at cooking. We are superior at beating children. That's just what we do. All right, everybody have a good night.
Keep it going for Kaya Osborne. You guys are more excited. I'm not sure. No one's using the stool for anything. I would put my clothes on it. But, all right, you guys still enjoying it? Yeah. Are you seeing as much nudity as you expected? Way more. You expected more?
No, way more.
Or you're seeing way more than you expected? Would you rather have funny jokes? Funny jokes or nudity? You're like, tell more funny jokes so you can put it back on. Like that? Yeah. You're like, earn it back. Okay. We're just gonna keep the show moving. I'm excited to bring you this next comic. Put your hands together and make a lot of noise. Let me hear it. Give it up for Lexi Achinelli.
I feel like I can't really get into my set yet because I'm still traumatized from what Gio did, and I don't think Gio should have gone first. I think the rest of the show is gonna feel like Gio's blue balls, because we're gonna be like, that's the most nudity we saw, and then it's just gonna be these clothed women up here talking about Andrew. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I can never wear shoes with socks with them for the rest of my life. I'm strictly sandals. I was like, congrats, Gio. He leans up to me and he goes, dude, I'm gonna be famous now. And I was like, congrats, Gio. You got naked on Broadway. You're like every other homeless person in Sacramento. Guys. Wow. I think, no, to be honest though, when Gio took his underwear off, and you could tell, Gio usually tries to do good, but he can only do bad, but you could tell he was trying to do good comedy. So he would purposely take his clothes off. He was rushing into things. I was like, where's the foreplay in this entire set? You were a dick out for 5 minutes of a 7-minute set. We did not need that. We didn't need to see it. Oh my God. And then he took his underwear, and I was like, wow, honestly, this was the thought I had. I said, wow, I did not expect Gio's dick to look that big under the underwear. And then I realized he's double socking it. He goes, I sure hope this sock doesn't fall off. Well, there's 3 more underneath. He's got his long balls tucked into the sock, too. For a hard day's work. And you have a nice butt. And I'm mad about it. Did your girlfriend really break up with you?
No, we probably will though.
I would. I was like, this guy thinks that's cool. No, I could find another one to put a sock on his dick. I don't know. Wow, you guys. Okay. Well, I wore a lot of clothes, and I also ate a large fries from Willie's Chili before this. If God created man, then I don't want to create kids. Okay, like leave it to him.
Take it out.
I'm not done. I'm doing the setup. Gio, you have no right to speak right now, please. I know I peaked making fun of you, but that's how this was gonna go down, okay? I came here and I was like, why don't I try out some new material? And Gio was like, yeah, what about this new material of this new sock that I've never worn before? Oh my god. I was gonna say take my rib before you take my pussy, but okay. It's happening. I'm officially becoming a non-scholar. I'm taking my UC Irvine shirt off. Tuition money. Sorry, Dad. I had one more quarter to go, and this is what I decided to do with my time. Oh, this shirt actually, it was my dad's. I gifted it to him, and it was an XL, and he's too fat for the gift. So then I was like, oh, I guess I gotta keep it. Like that's how I gift my dad things. I'm like, I buy him the wrong size, and I'm like, well, it looks good on me too. Oh, I guess it doesn't look good on me anymore. Okay, bro. Chill. Okay, I'll get into like some actual things that I've practiced. Oh yeah, I used to work at Punchline. That's what's up. I served for fries. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys how I lost my virginity. I fell from a tree and I landed on a branch and I broke my hymen. Yeah, so I lost my virginity in front of my dad while he was watching. I don't think it was weird that he was watching. I think it was weird that he like dabbed the tree up afterwards. It was like, thanks, bro. I was like, they say an apple doesn't fall far from a tree, but neither does my cherry, apparently. The guys, you know how like girls like share like virginity stories and stuff, and like people be like, how'd you lose your virginity? Like, how big was it? And I'm like, 15 feet. Like that shit. Go hard. Once you go bark, you never go back. Oh my god. My stomach hurts. I ate too many chili cheese fries. Oh my god. Okay. When I was 20, I decided to date a 32-year-old. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Period. Thank you. No, because I was thinking about it. I was like roasting myself in like the multiverse because I was like, I think if I was 32, I don't think he would have gone for me. But I think it was the fact that I was 20. But he cheated on me, and I was like, dude, I trusted you like a parent. Like, what the I was like, I think when he called me baby, like he really meant it. Okay, one more groan. If you guys moan back at me, do I have to take my clothes off? If you groan at the joke, I just like he's like, I don't want your adult teeth to grow in. Like it feels better when it's just gums. Okay, that went all right. I snorted a Lego up my nose when I was a kid, and I had to go to the hospital. I had to get it ejected from my nostril. That was the wrong word. But I didn't know Legos were a gateway drug because I have done coke now, and it does not compare to that Lego. Like I remember in college when I first tried coke, like people like were asking me like, you know, have you done this before? And I wanted to seem cool, so I was like, yeah, like I snorted a brick when I was 8. Like. And then the coke brought me back to the hospital. Same doctor with the same tweezers. It was her. Okay, maybe I should take her pants off. Wait, I forgot if I was wearing. Oh, wait, that was a lot. Wait, that was guys, I forgot how I did. This was. I planned this in a matter of 20 minutes, and I was like, these are shorts that I used to wear working out, and obviously working out hasn't gone well for me because they don't fit anymore. I've just gained weight in my thighs. God, I'm a bad driver. The other day I got pulled over. And do I have a camel toe? I don't want to look down. Just a little bit? Okay. Gio, can I get that sock? I was driving the other day, and the cop was this cop pulled me over, and he was like, "Hey, miss, why were you swerving?" And I said, "Well, actually, sir, I drive on the vibrating part on purpose." So I thought it was called a carpooling because I'm creating a pool in this car, all right? I was like, I'm going to go to work, but I'm going to come home, god damn it. Guys, literally, did I get the light? 2 minutes? What do you guys want to talk about? Boo! Really? You laughed. What do you guys want to talk about? Unfunny stuff. Wait, that just hit me. Wow. All right, anybody else want to identify themselves as a predator in the room? Do you have something to say about that? I think every other dude in here is gay, but I could be wrong. It could just be profiling. Okay, I'll try one more joke. I just don't know which one to do. And I will take my shirt off after this. Oh, okay. I'll do the shirt first before I start the joke. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah. Oh God. Wait. Okay. Now we're really comfortable. I have some back fat. I have never felt an earthquake. The only time I felt an earthquake in my life, I was masturbating. So I just thought I was having the best orgasm of my life. I was like, bro, these walls are shaking and these walls are shaking. But my roommate texted me and she was like, hey, did you feel that? And I was like, how did you feel that? I was like, I knew women's periods could sync up, but I didn't know our clits could transmit. But I was like, you want more? Our relationship went from platonic to tectonic. All right. Okay, I got more naked than I wanted to, but the peak was at Gio, even though he didn't even get hard. That was fun. Thank you guys. This was fun. This was fun.
Keep it going for Lexi Achinelli. That's about what you expected nudity-wise, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I thought I'd go longer, but so did my ex-boyfriend. So, okay, you're really excited. You want to see boobies, huh? No, you're good. Now that I'm up, you're like, no. All right, that's fine. You're not paying my bills. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna bring up the next comic. Eggplant. Okay, all right, cool. And the next comic, coming in, start clapping, make noise, get loud, get excited. Give it up for Audacious.
Hello, Stab, a strip comedy during Ramadan. Whoa. So my name is Audacious, and a lot of comedians like to joke that that's a stripper name. And I'm pretty sure it could be. Let's try something. Ooh, okay, good. They didn't pop. Okay. So you are what you eat. I'm just kidding. That's not where I'm going. Yeah. So I would love to be a stripper. I even tried to take a pole dancing class. Chafed within 3 minutes. I'm not meant to be a stripper. But
I got my name how anybody would. I was 19 on drugs at a music festival. Yeah, and somebody told me, like, that's your name from now on. And I'm like, oh my God, the universe is speaking to me. I need to legally change my name to Audacious. I don't know what to do. All right, which is actually great for comedy, but I work at a hospital. So it's really memorable when you meet Nurse Audacious. I've gotten a lot of compliments from it, but for some reason, meth heads really remember my name when they're complaining about how they didn't get morphine. Like, is that bitch Audacious? Well, but one time I got called Acadacious. I'm like, oh, he cast a spell on the whole ED. All right. Yeah, so not a stripper. Yeah, so I do work at a hospital. And do you guys know what a scrub daddy is? Yeah. Right, the sponge from Shark Tank. Yeah, so my boss hinted at me to go clean up the break room. She said there's a scrub daddy near the sink. So I went in that break room not looking for a sponge. I was expecting to find a surgeon that was ready to pay off my motherfucking student loans. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a laugh still. Yeah, I would be such a good scrub baby. Right, so this is what it would sound like. Thank you, scrub daddy. This nurse doesn't need to have a prostate to get a prostate exam from you. You clench. Thank you for clenching. All right. There's layers. All right, we're trying to keep this at least a little conservative for Allah. I'm actually not Muslim. No, but I am dating one. Yeah, and he's at home praying tonight. It's Eid. It's almost the end of Ramadan, thank God. Because I only have 2 more days till I can start sending nudes again. Yeah, so Ramadan, deprivation of food, water, sex, and all things joy to me. Yeah, no, he's dedicated to praying. He prays like 5 times a day, which is not the carpet I wanted him to worship over. I'll take it. Yeah, no, dedicated guy. I do like him a lot though. So to be supportive, I stopped drinking alcohol and I stopped eating pork. Yeah, to make this pussy halal. Eventually he has to break that fast. Yeah. No, I'm learning a lot about halal. Basically, it's like you treat animals humanely, which means he's gonna need to pray over this beef before he slaughters it. Fine, I'll take that. That's just what. No, I do question, like, do I really, am I in, love with this guy, or is he just really tall? Because he's, let's just phrase it like this. You can't 6'9" someone who's 6'9" when you're my height. Have you tried it? Yes. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need some tips then. All right. We'll go down to my grumpy socks. It's getting hot in this eggplant anyways, all right? Okay, Ramadan halal, excellent. All right, fuck it. So March is almost over. We had Pi Day. Any nerds? Celebrate Pi Day 3.14. Yeah, I found out Pi Day shares a holiday called National Suck a Dick Day. Anybody heard about this? Yeah, Google calls it Steak and Blowjob Day. Yeah, that's not the punchline. Don't worry. Yeah, it's March, so it's also Women's Month. That means there's a dick-focused holiday in the middle of Women's Month. All right. Still semi-set up. Oh, yes. All right. That's like having a white President's Day in the middle of Black History Month. What are we doing? There we go. Yeah. That's like having ladies' night, but men get in free and they don't have to pay for drinks. Never. All right. So to make it make sense, I would like to make it National Lick a Clit Day instead. Do I have some support on that? Yeah. Come on. There's like some pie eaters in here. It's Pie Day. You want to eat some pie. Yeah. You can still grill your steak and eat pie too. All right. Yeah, so now that we're changing Pi Day to National Lick a Clit Day, Women's Month, you can still celebrate, we gotta move the Dick Suckin' Day out of Women's Month. So let's do it in April. Usually Easter is a holiday, right? So we could do it after Resurrection Sunday. Any Catholics to offend? We could follow up with Suck an Erection Monday. All right. Yalla habibi. All right, so the only thing I'm worried about is there being like some conflicts anytime somebody goes, "He is risen." Yeah, there could be some misinterpretation. So let's not do April. Let's do maybe not May. That's Mother's Day. Mom gets to pick when she does that. Yeah, so we can do June. June is perfect. June is Pride Month. That's the dick suckiest month, whether you're gonna participate or not. But there's more. There's Father's Day. There's Juneteenth. I'll do my part. There's also Flag Day. Yeah, I don't celebrate Flag Day either, which is why National Suck a Dick Day and Flag Day, that's June 14th. That's perfect. Not to be controversial, but I would take a knee for the flag pole if we relocated it. Maybe 2 knees. No, I like to do this joke and imagine like a Kaepernick Neal blowjob. I'll show you. I'm even in a miniskirt. It's so respectful. How is this controversial? Look, all right. I'm hot anyways. All right. It's also age inclusive, right? So you can celebrate however you're capable. Maybe you can be full mass. Maybe you can only be half mass. It's however your freak flag can fly. Yeah, so now we have more to celebrate. I don't have an end for that one yet. Freak Flag Day, we'll call it that. I didn't get to celebrate National Lick a Clit Day. I'm not that flexible. Yeah, and obviously my partner can't participate in anything. He's been fasting. He hasn't been eating food. He hasn't been eating pie. Yeah, all right. Break fast is almost here, though. Holy shit. I realized I'm a perv from being with someone who's so conservative. And he's taught me that being conservative is sexy. So instead of lingerie, this is not a joke, I wish it was. Instead of lingerie, he thinks it's really sexy when I wear a muumuu. Yeah, like a Hawaiian. Like if he can see my ankle, he's like, ooh. All right, I'm just working through that on my personal life, honestly. All right, fuck it. You guys like music? Of course you do. So I love music to set the mood. I use Pandora, but I don't have premium. Yeah, so the ads can be a little distracting, but they haven't been so bad until recently. I got a ad mid-sex for Preparation H. Yeah, so we both kind of stopped and looked at each other, and he's like, I don't know, do you want to double down and do butt stuff? Like, that was actually a targeted ad. I can't. So we take turns picking the playlist, and not a pegging playlist. We haven't found one for that yet. I like where your head's at, though. I like where anyone's head is at right now. Yeah, so we do take turns picking the playlist for sex. I haven't had a pegging playlist yet, but now I'm thinking about one. And he got to pick, and he picked lo-fi on Pandora. I know. I'm like, it's not my turn. I can't say anything. It was giving Andre 3000 flute album. Just really mellow, anticlimactic, emphasis on the climactic. But I was giving it a shot, so we're doing it mellowly. And I'm trying not to trail off thinking about Preparation H discounts at CVS. And that's when Pandora decided to shuffle on ambient bird noises. I can't fuck to bird sounds. Do I have to take something off? We'll get down to this one? No. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah, I can't fuck to bird sounds, but what if he got like really into it? What if he's like, babe, let's come? Nothing? Oh, come on. What else? Oh, I'll do my belt. My only fear is birds. So I don't know why I still came. I'm trying to figure that out myself. But that's what I call fear coming, where you physically climax, where you're mentally traumatized. Yeah, I do this special thing called a blow voyage when I'm about to like leave the country. And it's a quick one. I'll just dive right into it. It's a bon voyage blowjob. So this is how we do it. So I'm cupping his balls in my right hand, holding myself up with my left. Ooh, hello. And this is when I triggered my Apple Watch. Because the next thing I hear is, "I'm sorry, I didn't get that." And he immediately goes, "Yeah, that's because she said a glob, 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 glob." Siri's still listening. She goes, "I'm sorry, I still didn't get that. Did you want to try again?" Like, "I'm still trying." Like, his dick's still in my mouth. We're both laughing. We make eye contact. I'm like, "I'm gonna have to use this for a bit." It's like, "I hope you do use it for a bit." But that's when he went soft. Yeah, something about laughing directly into his junk just was not doing it for him. But he did try to get the mood back. He's like, "Hey, Alexa, play ambient bird noises on Pandora." All right, that's my time. My name's Audacious. Alhamdulillah.
Keep it going for Audacious. It is a little traumatizing to see a sock on the stage. I'm like, what happened? What was shown behind that sock? Okay, we got one more comic left. Sorry, I know I have a megaphone on. I'm not addressing it. There's a guy outside Badlands. He's preaching about Jesus. He has a megaphone. So I'm just trying to make this one work so I can, bring a knife to a knife fight. That's all. Yeah. But for anyone streaming and watching, I'm not going to bring a knife. It's a megaphone. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor about megaphones. Anyway, I'm going to bring the last comic up. I love working with this comic. He's super funny. He's super talented. Put your hands together. Make some noise. Get excited. Get loud. Give it up for Drew Schaer.
One more time for Susette, everybody. Thanks for coming out. You guys want to see some stripping, don't you? Yeah? Okay. I have a little game because I wanted to do something fun with you guys. So because it's been kind of awkward, like, oh, should I strip at this point? And everybody's kind of weird about it. I downloaded a Bell app on my phone. So I'm going to give it, who finds me least attractive and wants to see me clothed the whole time? Nobody? Oh, Jerry, of course you would. You're like, "Do you have tits?" "I do, Jerry." Okay, you can look at them. He's like, "I don't want to see you naked." You've been having the most fun. Will you be my dinger? That sounds like a slur, doesn't it? I'm so sorry. So everybody can hear. Obvious, right? So yeah, it's just like, yeah, if you want to try it out, just try it. Hit it. Ooh, and then yeah, like that, yeah. Like that's right. If we hear the ding, you might see my dong. Okay. It's like Pavlov's dog, except when you hear the bell, you all start salivating. Ooh, okay? So yeah, anytime I'm not funny, just hit it. Gio earlier, I love Gio because I think I'm autistic because I can't do eye contact. But the second Gio pulled that sock out, all eye contact the rest of the 5 minutes. I was like, oh shit, it's the cure for autism, is his dick, Like vaccines cause autism and that little needle dick cures it, I just want to have fun. I'm too funny. I'm just going to take my shoes off. I'm ready, you guys. I'm just ready, Lexi was up here earlier, not the first UC Irvine girl to strip on a stage, so... Yeah. I don't know if that's a rumor about them. I don't know. They're the anteaters. I don't know if you know that. That's their mascot. Yeah. And Lexi, just like an anteater, every time she swallows, she kills 10,000 small organisms. That's the roast I've been using. Yeah. I should have kept it. I can still use it, bitch. I saw that look. Ding me. You gave the ding. Yep. All right. Let's do it. All right, I'm going Bert Kreischer up here, everybody. I'm the machine. I'm a storytelling comedian, so like I don't have one-liners, but I was like, if I tell a story, that's 7 minutes, and you guys won't ding enough, and then I'll be clothed the whole time. So I wrote down some one-liners. You guys can go with me on this. Do you guys remember the emperor's new clothes in school? Do you remember that story? Where it's like, oh, we're building you a robe made out of fabric that only smart people can see. And the emperor's like, oh yeah, I can see that shit, I'm smart. And then they make him a fake invisible robe, and then he walks around naked in front of people. Do you remember that story? You guys don't remember that story? Are we for real? Like, you guys don't remember it? You don't remember? And then he's like parading, and everybody knows, like, only smart people can see it. And then a kid's like, the emperor has no clothes. Like, you guys don't remember that?
Oh, maybe.
Wow. Okay, don't ding me for that one. Did you guys also make ashtrays in 2nd grade for your family? Did you do like the clay pottery? Fuck, you guys ding me for that one. Okay, I'll take off. That's where socks are supposed to be, you know? Right there, you know? I am straight, sorry. I am... Not for long. Oh, now my feet are on the internet, you guys. My feet are... Do you guys know Wiki Feet? Do you guys know that shit? Wiki Feet? That's a thing. They have all the celebrities' feet. Like, I don't know what camera I'm in, but they rate feet. I don't know if you know that, because like dudes are creepy. Like Jerry searches feet all day. Like if you search any female celebrity, the second result is always feet. It'll be like Jennifer Lawrence movies, Jennifer Lawrence feet, Betty White dead? Question mark. And then right below that, Betty White feet. Okay. And they have Wiki Feet, which is a site where they just show the pictures of the women's feet. And that pisses me off so much that they didn't call that Wikipedia. I just heard that. It's simple, it's too fucking hot up here. You guys, I need a really bad joke for this next one. I know I look very, very January 6th, very like NRA, but I'm not. I'm a atheist socialist. Anybody else? Any others? All right, like Feel the Burn is not just my political stance, but it's how I'm gonna spend eternity in hell, so. Okay, good, enough of a laugh on that, okay. I was scared. I got really mad the other day. I saw a fuck Trump sticker. Have you guys seen those popping up? I saw a fuck Trump sticker and I was so like outraged at it because I was like, who are the other two celebrities in fuck, marry, kill in that situation, you know? Because fuck is the third least thing I want to do to Trump, you know? Like, Mary is second. I don't know if this is live. The Secret Service is gonna find me. Oh fuck. Sorry. I'm a musical fan. Any other musical fans? I was gonna say, we have gay guys here, all right? Audacious. Not to stereotype, but I better not be the only fucking musical fan in here. Can you imagine? I'm like, yeah, Les Mis, and you guys are like, what the fuck is that? Bud Light? No. You guys know how Hamilton was written, right? Lin-Manuel Miranda was waiting for a flight. It was a long layover, and he picked up a book about Alexander Hamilton, and it said that Alexander Hamilton was born in the Caribbean. And so Lin-Manuel Miranda read that and was like, oh, fuck, he's Puerto Rican, you know? But he was just a white dude. Like, his family were the royals of the island. Like, he was a white dude, but then he made it all about that. And, like, it's so wild because, like, 200 years from now, like, somebody's going to be waiting in an airport and start reading a book about, like, Elon Musk. And they're going to read it. It's going to be like, this African Elon Musk. And then he's going to be some black dude rapping, you know? Like, yeah, ding me for that. That didn't hit. That didn't hit the way it should have. All right. All right, I can't take those off. All right, I only have a little bit more. I don't know how much more I can do. Okay, good. Let's do another one. I'm a big fan of Creed. Do we have any other Creed fans? Is this gonna work? Is this gonna bomb? We'll find out, okay? Don't worry, Jesse, I'm good. I was very religious as a kid, so like now, you know, Creed is my religious trauma. And I was flying out recently for a show, and I was in the bathroom at the airport taking a shit, because I also like to be cleared for takeoff, you know? And I sat down on the toilet, and I noticed Creed playing over the speakers. And I was like, oh my God, Sacramento Airport #1 for a reason, baby. Let's go Creed. You know, like I was so into it, like hold me now. And I was singing it. I was so into it, you guys. And then I got up, I flushed, washed my hands, all that, and I walked to my gate. And then another Creed song started playing. And I was like, oh my God, #1 for a real. 2 Creed songs in a row. And I was so excited, you guys. And then a third Creed song started playing. And it was at that moment that I processed that the volume had stayed the same the entire walk from the bathroom to my gate, had never changed. And I looked down and realized that I had been playing Creed at full volume on my phone. It was me, you know? And like, I think that's worse than terrorism, okay? Because like, if you walk into the bathroom at the wrong time during a Creed song, you'll hear things like, welcome to this place, I'll show you everything. Like, also, like, this is fun for me, like, finally being a stripper, because I dated a stripper. Like, I was super religious, like I said, and then the first girl I dated, like, a week after I became an atheist, was a stripper. That's real, I know. And I have the energy of a guy that's like, the stripper likes me, but this one did, you know? Didn't have to pay her. But like the worst part about it, like I'm not a very like masculine tough guy. Like my favorite thing about her was like her fashion sense, like what she would wear. And then I was like, oh, you take it off though? And I wasn't as into her. But like dating a stripper after becoming an atheist, that's like, you know, like swapping the guy on the cross for the lady on the pole. Like an Indiana Jones swap, you know? And I need to bomb on one of these jokes. I don't know which one's gonna bomb. Let's try this. I think it's very obvious that even in incognito mode, do we know incognito mode? I'm not sure what crowd this is. That's where I watch my porn. Everybody else you watch on okay. They still track you. I don't know if you know that. And I figured it out because like I watched my favorite porn for hours in incognito mode, and then the next website I went to was definitely targeted based on what I just watched, because it was like, since you like things half off, I was like, oh fuck, they know I watch amputee porn. That was good enough. Damn, okay. This is a silly thing. Do you guys want to see me? I also have a sock. But I'm not as confident as Gio. I'm a grower, not a shower. I don't know. Also, like, stop being fans of showers. Like, I remember in high school, all the girls were like, look how big it is in his pants. I was like, yeah, but that's all it is, okay? It doesn't grow, okay? I grow. I'm like, not there, okay? Like, I'm like, all right, like, you ever watch a movie trailer where they reveal the whole movie? That's a shower, okay? I'm an M. Night Shyamalan dick. You're like, is it gonna be good or is it gonna be bad? It's bad, okay? But show it. I'll give you the sock. That's actually the size of it, you guys. Those little bulbs are about the same size. I was gonna put this somewhere on the stage, and I was like, that's a hazmat situation. Just gonna put it back here for later. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I'm married to a woman, sorry. She's real. She's not here. She was gonna come out. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm gonna be real for 2 seconds. I don't know if the underwear underneath these are see-through or not, so I'm gonna call it good there. You guys have been fucking incredible. This was so fun. Thank you so much. Yay!
Keep it going for Drew Schaefer. Of all the comedy shows, this is the one where we could use a tip kitten, you know? Pick up the clothing, yeah. One more time for all the comics that you got to see. Gio, Kayla, Lexi, Audacious, Drew. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Make sure you patron Stab Comedy. Give Jesse a round of applause for having Stab Comedy Theater open. For weird shows like this, these sorts of shows can't happen everywhere. You can only see Gio's sock dick here, you know? And he works at Punchline, so he can't do it there. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a good night. If you want to see more shows of mine here, come back next Friday. All right, bye.
Alrighty, everybody. That is it for us for the evening. Check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We've got the first quarter-final round matchup of Duel 6 tomorrow at 8. That's two-person improv competition. Just check out the full calendar. We've got improv, stand-up, podcast, all sorts of fun stuff. Get home safe, everybody. Hope to see you again soon. Let's see. Twitch audience, we've got some folk here. Let's see if I can send you somewhere. Who's still doing stuff that we are friends with? How about... Are you guys still here? How about, sand experiment? I don't know. We haven't rated over there in a while. Hold on for the raid. See you back here tomorrow.